Welcome to DJ TV.
Better response don shele for Asari Dokubo unto the comment wey e make to the igbos.
My correct people, we greet una. Welcome una to DJ TV, una WhatsApp channel wey dey sama una with ogbonge updates, breaking news, updated updates. So abeg my people, if you never subscribe to our YouTube channel, make una rush now, make una go subscribe o, and also turn on that notification bell so that anytime we be like say we drop any update like this, una go dey notified gbanga. Our Facebook page, my people, make una follow us and make una dey like. Una do well. Anyway, my people, make we quickly run enter the tori and update we will carry come for una like this.
Chief Dan Olasi, wey be the former state chairman of Anambra State chapter for PDP, he don reply Asari Dokubo like this so unto wetin e talk concerning Igbo pipo. According to wetin e talk, he say Asari Dokubo matter e no dey straightforward at all. Say na use dey use am, and Asari Dokubo dey do all these things wey dey do, all this talk wey dey do, just to get contract and at ten tion from federal government o. My people, una need to see this video. This one e dey talk small but e get wetin dey talk sense dey inside. Una need to watch am from the beginning to the end and hear all wetin this man talk concerning Asari Dokubo matter. E origin o, everything about am, una need to watch am. Make una watch the video.
I would not have wasted my time talking on Asari Dokubo or whatever his name. If I called his name wrongly, may he forgive me. But it is where he was coming from. This man went on a courtesy call to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or whomsoever the President designated for him to meet. Where was he making that comment? At the seat of government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with our coat of arms behind him. With the coat of arms of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the villa behind him, and he ran down a whole ethnic population of this country. So, don't you think that it was a strategy, it was an approved speech? Why do I say so? Within a space of 6 weeks, 3 significant things were happening at the same time. Asari Dokubo was in the villa, running down Igbos, he killed them, they were slaves, and he forgot that he was from Abia State. His grandparents were from Abia State, and they were sold into slavery. In 2020, if you watched another video where he was praising Biafra, that anybody who never believed in Biafra is not a patriot, each time he says such a thing, they give him contract. I hear now they are giving the security contract from Abuja to Kaduna. So that's probably what is out. So on one hand, the president of Nigeria was making a Nigerian of Igbo extraction, the chief of naval staff. And everybody was applauding that. And as that one was going on, they sent out Asari Dokubo to run down a whole tribe. It was not enough. In Lagos State, the government of Lagos State was, systematically destroying the properties of Igbos at Alaba Market. 3 significant things. And the president thinks he's very smart. Give us chief of naval staff as if that is the means of livelihood, but go on to destroy the integrity, the ultimate integrity of the Igbo man. There's nothing our people appreciate than our honor, the hard work we put to make this country a successful place, to make this country one. I doubt, with due humility, if any other tribe has made as much compromise in terms of human-to-human relationships that the Igbos have done. Look, check up all the presidents or governors in this country. Only Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, as president of this country, non-executive president of Nigeria, do you know whom his his ADC was? ADC is the closest security person to any top government official. Murtala Mohammed, Captain Murtala Mohammed was the ADC to Nnamdi Azikiwe. No other leader in this country. He will not only get a person from his ethnic group, if it's possible from his village. The Igbos have shown unsurpassed devotion to public duty. And we get this. A few years ago, the Oba of Lagos said, because Igbos in Lagos voted for a Yoruba man that was not of their own approval, that we should drown in the lagoon. And as of today, neither the Lagos state government, nor the now president of Nigeria, or Buhari's government had made a comment that a whole tribe should perish in the lagoon. And you're talking of unity, love. Where is it? Where is it? I suppose we have been very foolish to leave our environment, go to other places, develop them out of love, to make money too. Civilize people. Because we go to places, build houses, and they see that it's good to live a lot better than they found themselves initially. And I have said here, some 4 or 5 months ago, how the Sultanate wanted to jail Ahmadu Bello. In 1937, after he ran for the Sultanate against the grandfather of the present Sultan, they sued him to court in Guzo Magistrate Court for the non-payment of tax. Igbos contributed money. 8 Igbos, including my late father. 8 Igbos contributed £2 in 1937. Went to Lagos and got H.O. Davis, and some went to Onisha and brought Ebuna. And they came to Guzo Magistrate Court and make sure that Ahmadu Bello was discharged. That was how finally they made him Sardauna of Sokoto and entered into politics. That gave rise to the alliance between NCNC and NPC that lasted for more than half a century. Tell me, what else can Igbos do in this country to show love of country, to show love of fellow citizens? At each turn, we receive condemnation. It is even more, so painful that the person condemning us should die, they should kill us. It's an Igbo boy in the name of Asari Dokubo. And he does not see why Nnamdi Kanu should be released. So I find it very painful even to discuss the matter. But like I warned, or rather advised Buhari's government, and I advised Tinubu, because I know him one-on-one. When I was chairman of NRC, he was a senator. I met him severally. I will advise him in his own interest of this country, and for the love of this country, that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari said, let the legal process take its course. The legal process has taken its course. The Court of Appeal, second highest court in this land, has discharged him, and they are still holding him. I pray that nothing happens to that boy in prison, that he does not die in prison. If he does, they can call it an advice, they can call it a threat. The situation will not be the same in this country. I pray, and I hope Tinubu is smart enough not to be a Buhari. It was top news in this country 32 years ago. So I'm not blaming Asari Dokubo for what he said. I will blame ourselves for lack of leadership. Today we have 2 APC governments, 1 Labour, 1 ABGA, 1 PDP. Hardly do they talk to themselves, but they are our leaders. So we also have internal problems, which, I'm discussing with top-level Igbos in both parties. How do we begin to sort out our problem? Because we have to sort it out, at least for the defense of our own people who are helpless. People are being sliced, their noses are being sliced. You see it in social media. That's where we have degenerated. And if you remember, 4 years ago, I warned on this platform that Nigeria is gradually falling into Afghanistan. We're even worse than Afghanistan now. Because every day, 10, 20, 40 people are killed in different places in this country. It's worse now in Southern Kaduna and Plateau State, not to talk of Benue. Is that the way we live? And this president is now telling us how difficult it was to rule Nigeria. He didn't know that for the 8 years he was jumping around the world with our presidential jet. When you don't have a vision, put Nigeria back more than 20 years. How should or why should Asari Dokubo complain of Labour? I'm not the Labour Party. I don't have any sympathies for anybody. I'm a PD person, and I thought by my calculation it was easier for the Igbos to come into limelight. That was Akweme's belief. That was Ojukwu's belief. That we start. Because of this hatred, which you are now seeing all over the place, let us go stage by stage. Ekweme was vice president, and we were right in power, right in the corridor of it. Peter Obi was vice presidential candidate to Atiku Abubakar. If he was again vice presidential candidate this time around, PDP would have been in government. It would have been the easiest point, by the grace of God, for us to see power. By the time anybody woke up in the morning, we'll be in power. And help. The unfortunate thing about it is that even when Igbos are in power, other people will profit, not Igbos. Our people are not used to government projects. We are self-indulgent people. We develop ourselves industrially, So for anybody to say that because people supported Peter, therefore they should be murdered, why? Everybody has a right to support any candidate. I lost my ward. I lost my local government to Peter, which never happened before. That was the choice of my people. Many governors lost their wards That was the choice. Igbos voted because they felt a form of exclusion. Let us throw this vote, they will get lost. And they have thrown the vote. I don't know what they call it. The tribunals will say that's a different kettle of fish. It is sub judice. I won't comment on that. But I don't know how it's going to go. So people have a right. This APC that's talking, to the best of my knowledge, they probably won about 5 or 6 states in this country. Every other thing was rigged. Every other thing was rigged. They probably won only Oyo, Ekiti, Kwara, Borno, and one other place. I'm telling you, PDP won more than 80% of what is now northern Nigeria. Labour won Lagos and so many other places. Only INEC knew how they were able to manipulate this. But the case is in tribunal now, so we'll see how it goes. But I pray God that this country, this is a beautiful country. I must tell you, beautiful country. If honest people, like the Bible says, the poor rejoices when the righteous is in power. But unfortunately, the righteous have to be in power first before the poor will rejoice. Would they allow the righteous to come to power? They will not.
Hi my people, and the update will carry come for now like this video. So now here waiting this man talk Chief Dan Olasi concerning this so gbege wey dey happen between the Igbos and the other regions for Naija. Anyway, my people, make una drop una comment and visit this so story, and make una no forget to like and share. Now do well. See you in our next video.
DJ